My name is Sabra Serino. I'm with CMC Steel Texas, and I am the caster area manager. I started at CMC 10 years ago as an intern and then went full-time upon graduation.
Awesome. Well, it's so great to have you here with me this afternoon, Sabra. Thank you for your time. Obviously, you are familiar to many, the face of AISTech 2024 this year. What have you thought of all the marketing materials? You know, seeing your face on AIST's magazine, on our website, and in the emails in your inbox.
So it's definitely gained me a lot of notoriety. People constantly brought the magazines that happen to get spread to the entire company through their mailboxes, but the little ribbon section for AISTech, register for Ohio. Yeah, I've probably been asked to sign that a couple of times now, but it's been fun. My mom is probably the person who's most excited for it because when she found out that there was going to be a magazine cover, she essentially just put it all over Facebook. So
Aw.
it felt like being a 5-year-old again, but my mom's proud, so I'll let her have that moment.
Yeah, that's really cool, and you should be proud. So can you share your story with us a little bit about how you began your career in the steel industry?
My career started really when I was in college. I went to Texas State University, and there was a foundry program there. So the key professor at the time was the one who introduced me to material advantage and really got me started in metal casting. So that's where it started. Originally, I kind of had a focus in non-ferrous, but after being involved with a couple of things in AIST, I kind of got wrapped up in the family of the whole organization and had a lot of mentorship. And that segued me away from non-ferrous and into the steel industry. So that's where it really started. And I give my professor, Dr. Bartlett, a lot of credit for that because I think her guidance to kind of help me push me out of my comfort zone, so to speak, really is what initiated me stepping into here. And then starting as an intern with CMC, it was an experience that I wasn't expecting, and it was way better than what I had hoped for it to be. So I have this group of strangers essentially that kind of welcomed me into his family, were always kind about guiding, about sharing information, about teaching, and just helping me navigate being a young professional in the industry itself. So the family that I have here is really what cemented me into the industry.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice to be working in an industry that motivates you, that excites you, but it's also really important to enjoy the people that you work with and feel motivated to connect and collaborate with that team as well. So it sounds like you have the best of both worlds there, and that's really great. You sort of touched on this a little bit earlier, but you became involved with AIST as a student, which really directed or redirected your path into the steel industry. Do you want to offer any more light on that, different programs that you were involved in AIST as a student, or what really clicked and made the difference for you at that time to really pursue steel?
AISTech was held in Cleveland, Ohio. That was the year that I entered into the undergraduate presentation contest. And the work that I did towards that, and then with the other intern that also did part of the project, that really helped me cultivate presentation skills, but also networking. It was my first AISTech, so it was my first time really having to branch outside of talking to people outside of my own company. There were just different events that happened there as far as going to specific papers that I was interested in myself, or going into papers, listening to papers that my boss had told me about that said, hey, maybe give this a try. So I did the undergraduate contest, and then I also did the the student session chair, was involved in that. And I got to meet a bunch of students from all the other material advantage schools. So it was networking in that too. And a couple of them I'm, still really good friends with to this day. So that was really, really nice. But yeah, as far as that was the turning point, at least for really making sure that I stayed in the steel industry, was in Cleveland that year.
That's really, really neat to hear, and kind of a full circle moment for you then, that was a turning point in your career, and now to see your face on all of the marketing of AISTech must be really, really neat. What a journey. So what do you enjoy most about working in the steel industry?
So first and foremost, the people that I work with, it's a very fun group of people that are tenacious and they just really get after it. If there's a problem, just the problem solving skills and the methods, you're going to fix the problem and you're going to laugh a little bit. And I love that. I like that. I love the positive energy. I guess the second thing I like is that I'm always on my toes. There's always something new. There's always something innovative that's going to coming in, and learning how to work with different systems and learning new technologies. That's really been one of the best parts. It's never stagnant. It's not one of those jobs that, or a career in the steel industry is never going to be one of those careers where you're kind of pondering, like, what am I doing with my life? It's one of those that you're really excited to show up to work. And I think that's probably my other favorite thing about it, is just being excited to come, excited to work on things, excited to progress. I mean, obviously the other favorite part is the liquid steel itself. I'm a melt shop person, so there is nothing that makes me happier than, watching a furnace arc or, full ladles of steel being at the caster.
What would you tell students considering a career in the steel industry today?
If you're considering a career in the steel industry, just know that every single day that you step into your role as an intern or a co-op or part-time in the steel mill, every single day is an interview. So just, make sure that you put your best foot forward, because you never know what opportunities come from it.
What are you most looking forward to about AISTech this year in Columbus?
I'm looking forward to the technical papers, particularly the ones that are focusing on infrared technology as well as robotics. The progress that has been made in those directions has really come really far away in the last 5 to 10 years. So I'm looking for what's the next chapter of that technology. I'm looking forward to seeing some really good friends and faces that I haven't seen in a while. I feel like AISTech is the one time a year we all kind of come together.
Well, we're excited to have you there. Looking forward to the event. And once again, really appreciate your time this afternoon.